Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well. I definitely love this show. I will be reviewing The Rev, and once again, the family had me rolling. When I say this family is funny, they crack me up every time. And it starts off with The Rev and his family having a cleanup day, and they are getting rid of their items. And the items that you saw them getting rid of was straight up tacky. I never thought tacky existed until I seen the things that they was getting rid of. I cannot believe they is giving this to people. I know it's clothes, but I am not a believer of giving people tacky things. And I will want to give away something that I think is nice and somebody could actually wear. It was clothes that were intact, but the fashion was straight up tagged. Period. So you have Stacy going to the grocery store, and the kids are just giving her crazy to me to put on the list of what they want. And the Rev is like, what is going on here? He like, what is happening right now? And he tells his wife to pick up his daughter a boyfriend on the way. And Judea was not having it. She like, no. Dad, stop playing right now. I agree with the Rev when he said this must stop, because the wife actually admits of doing her son's Jordan's laundry. I was like, what is this? The mother thinks she's an Italian mom now? Because you have Italian mothers who do their adult son's laundry. We're not Italian. Your son could do his own laundry, ma'am. Yes. I agree with the Rev that Stacy is not preparing her children for the real world. If they were to go out there, they probably would not know how to function based on this show. It's look like them parents does a lot for them. Okay? Now I understand why Stacy don't want her children to leave the house. It's because her husband, the Rev Richard, was on the road for a long time. And she used to having her children in her husband's place for companionship. To me, Stacy seemed like a woman who don't like to be alone, and she must need somebody around her to have company. Especially, she's a more mature older lady, so it's very understandable that since her husband was on the road a lot, that's why she want her kids around her so much. So she won't feel lonely, okay? And that's reasonable. And a lot of people who have their husbands on the road, they use their children for companionship when the father's not home. Okay, that's actually a lot of common when fathers are on the road. The daughter is actually having a field day with this scene, and she is just laughing her head off, and I love it. Love it. Mickey actually comes by to the church with this cute dog. I'm like, I don't know, that dog is so cute. If you don't like dogs, this dog will make you fall in love with it. And the Rev actually comes outside of the church, and he like, where you get this dog from? He like, this dog actually remind me of Snowball, a dog that he used to have. And the dog name is actually Triple. And Mickey said that you could foster a dog. Like, you could it's like a trial one. You could try to see if you want the dog. If not, you could return the dog. I said, what? I never heard of this before. Why nobody told me about it? The Rev is sitting at home going over the family bills, and he noticed the bills are outrageous, and he is not happy about it, and he must put a stop to this. He like, no more. These bills gotta come down. And he talks over with his wife, why are we paying still for Judea books? And why is we paying for Jordan's phone bill? Okay? As a parent, I don't mind helping out when needed, but I'm not going to take care of my grown children a whole financially, that's a no for me. He says all his children do is eat and sleep, and that is the only routine they know. I think the rap is actually exaggerating with this. Cause come to find out, Judea does a lot. The son, not so much. And the mom is like, she gives them chores, but they do not listen to her. I said, as a parent, that is a no-no. You want your children to listen to you, okay? That is a no for me. If I give you chores, I suspect them to be done, okay? If kids can't abide by the rules and do their chores, let me tell you, when they ask for something, they don't get it. They're going to want something, and I'll be like, did you do what I say when I ask you for something, so you don't get what you want, okay? That's not how that works here, okay? The mother actually comes to the realization that her children do rely on her too much. I know that was very hard for Stacy to admit, but I'm glad she admitted that she do a lot for her kids. And it comes out that she does a lot for her husband as well. And I'm beginning to see where they get their behavior. They get their behavior from their father. The father does the same thing as them. Like, what the hell is this? The rap feel like he gotta wake his children out of a dependent coma that they're living in. And they is going to have to get out of the house and get a job. And he actually talked this over with Stacy. And he want to know, do he got his wife's support on kicking the children out so they can find a job for an amount of certain time. And she really is hesitant on it. Then she says, you got my full support on it. Whoever came up with this idea is very clever. To me, this was a very clever idea because the rap tricked his kids into the condition. Okay? And it was very smart of whoever came up with this idea. Because Judea thought she would stay in the house when he said that he was coming up with a curfew. And you should have saw her face. She was so happy and everything. And then when he revealed the trick that it was a reverse curfew, that they had to be out the house between 9 to 5 to look for employment. Yeah, you should have seen their face, son. Their facial expression was everything. It was hilarious. Their kid's face looked so confused. They like, what is going on here? I don't understand. What? A reverse curfew? OMG, I loved it. I swear to you. The kids act like they didn't know what was going on. They acted like their father was speaking another language. Okay, besides English. You heard me? And they is starting tomorrow. The Rev is not playing no games with them. He like, we doing this tomorrow, bro. You going out into those streets. Okay? To feel like what normal people do on a regular. Okay? And whoever came up with the reverse curfew is hilarious to me. And they are my type of funny. You understand me? Okay, they are my type of funny. The children actually disagree with this. Judea says she does a lot anyway. She says she does a lot for the church. And Jordan is like, what is a 9 to 5? I like, OMG. I know Jordan is not that type of person. I know you stunting for the camera. I know you are. He like, what is a 9 to 5? OMG, I cannot with this. The son actually thinks, do his father think he's a construction worker? I don't really know too much about construction. But at the end of the day, I don't think construction workers work a 9 to 5. I really don't know. Maybe, don't get me lying. I don't know. The Rev is something else with his fashions, okay? He is coming in the house with a shiny jacket and a new door. I like, oh my God. He has frightened the ladies in his family. You have his wife running. You have Judea on the counter. She like, what is going on? You have a shiny jacket and a new dog? Yo, I am done with that saying. I'm done. I'm done after that. Yo, freaking funny. His wife is scared, and she is really scared of dogs. And I felt that that was inconsiderate of the Rev to bring a dog, knowing that your wife have a fear of dogs. I thought the Rev should have talked it over with his wife before he brought in the dog. And the daughter was like, how can you bring a new dog home? He was like, I brought you home and you was new. And he basically comparing his daughter to the dog. And the daughter actually calls him on it. He like, I am a human being. Hello. So the Rev actually got a new dog to replace the new dog that his wife got rid of. And to prove to his wife that he could take care of this dog. He feels like that he could act like a kid because he is paying for everything. And his children cannot because they don't pay for anything. I actually do not agree with that mindset. As a husband, you have to be more considerate and more mindful of your family feelings and how they feel and in their input. I don't care if he paying for everything, the bill, the light. You don't take it upon yourself to do whatever you want. That's just my opinion. I don't care. I don't care what the hell you paying for. Okay? And I don't care if I don't pay for anything. You don't take it upon yourself to do what you feel like. You got to run it by me and take some consideration about how I feel. You heard me? So Stacy is actually asking him, does he got this? And the Rev, he is going to be poopalicious with his dog. When I heard this, I was like, that don't even sound right, and it sounds wrong on so many levels. Yeah, what the hell does that mean? OMG, I can't. I'm guessing the children are out of the house and the parents are still in the bed because you have the dog at the door because their bedroom door is closed. And the Rev don't want to get out of bed to handle the dog. Okay? The wife told him to get up, and he like, what dog? So at this point, the Rev act like he got amnesia. He like, I don't got no damn dog. What you talking about? And I felt so bad for the dog, because the dog looked so lonely at the door. Like, will somebody tend to me, please? I don't know why people get a dog just to neglect them, not play with them. Like, what was the purpose of you getting the dog for? Like, come on now. So, Mickey and the Rev is in the car, and Mickey reveals to the Rev that his daughter actually does a lot for the church, and the things she know how to do, he do not know how to do. So, he is making the Rev mind being open to that his daughter just don't do nothing around the church. She actually does something. So the Rev is all glamoured up to walk the dog. And when it comes to the poop of the dog, he has his assistant, Mickey, actually picked it up. Let me tell you something. I don't care if you my Reverend or not. I am not picking up my Reverend dog poop. If you say you going to take care of that dog, I will hold my Reverend accountable for what he say he gonna do. You're not gonna say you're gonna do something and not do it, Reverend or not. I don't care what your title is, okay? And I would have not picked up the dog poop. That's just me. So Mickey and the father is at the house, and the mother actually walks in, and she didn't realize that the father was gonna be home. The father is actually there to see if the children would have been able to stay out the house from 9 to 5 and the plan fell, because they actually came back. One says they got a job and he's supposed to be doing construction. First of all, I want to know how they go out one day and find a job. It takes people 2 years to at least find a job. OMG. I can't. And when they come back, the daughter said, we taking a lunch break. So the plan actually worked and kind of failed at the same time. So I guess Jordan gets a job and they going shopping for construction equipment, and I don't know why would they buy Jordan this stuff if this is his first date. You don't need all that. And if he working with a company, but the things that Jordan was looking at, he did not need it. He was looking at a freaking machine that digs into the ground. He was looking at a chainsaw thing. He don't need all that. You just need simple tools. A hammer, a screwdriver, a hard hat, and boots. And whatever else simple tools that you need. A measuring tape. You don't need all that to be doing what he was doing. And in reality, he was fixing cabinets. Okay? You don't need a chainsaw to fix a cabinet. If that's the case, you would get a sledgehammer. I'm just saying, Lord, if you want to tear it down. Oh my God. So you have the Rev at the church trying to do what Jajaya Job do at the church. And he realized it's a lot and it's overwhelming for him. And he becomes to realize his daughter does a lot for the church. And he actually goes and meet his daughter outside where she was sitting somewhere. Rev actually admits to her that I cannot do what you do. I need you back. He's actually putting his pride aside to tell his daughter this. And I thought that was good. And I am so proud of Judea. She negotiated to be on the church payroll. I girl, good for you. I like what you do as a job. You might as well get paid for it. And ain't nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong negotiating something for your behalf if you don't like what the company is doing. There is nothing wrong with that. Okay? Especially being paid. You heard me? So everybody is at the house, and here come Jordan with some cowboy neon green chainsaw pants looking crazy. I don't know where Jordan thought he was going in those chainsaw pants, but I actually never seen nobody actually wear that. So I would like to know where the hell they use that for. I don't know. I never seen nobody in it. Oh. I never seen nobody wearing that before. And since Jordan has gotten the job, he has ran up his father's credit card to $2,000 on a $600 chainsaw and everything else that he probably do not need. I would have told Jordan, oh, Jordan would have got cut down like the Jordan River. I'm telling you. He did what? I would have been hollering and screaming if I heard my child did something like that. You cannot explain to me why you charged $2,000 to my card. I just can't. And he says he only getting paid $45. Yo, and then the rep was like, it's going to take 45 years for him to pay that back. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. So the family pulled their own trick on the Reverend. They got the Rev really good. Cause the Rev returned the door, and when he came back, the door was back in the house. They we actually adopted the dog. And the Rev face was shooken. So he yo, I cannot take care of this dog. Why would you do that? And in reality, they just wanted him to confess. He could not take care of the dog. And that was a good one. And they admitted to him, they already know the truth, that Mickey was doing everything for him. And they did not adopt the dog. They just rented the dog for another week. Okay? So on the next episode, you're going to have the Rev getting ready for a concert. If you don't like this show and this show is not funny, maybe I'm corny. Because I think this show is hilarious. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. The Rev actually said that he been doing this with Mickey for 32 years and he plans to adopt him. adopt Mickey, but if he's an assistant, I hope he's doing the church payroll and you actually paying the man. That's good enough. The rap actually says the dog looked like Mariah Carey. I like, these are not my words, those are his words. Okay? The dog was beautiful. That's why he probably said she looked like Mariah Carey. Because you can fall in love with the dog that Mickey had. That thing was so gorgeous. I like, if you don't like dogs, this dog will make you fall in love. Okay?